Hey, Claire here again. Today I thought I'd do a video about mindset again, following on from the one that I did last week. And I really wanted to talk about the idea of how do you know whether you can do something or not, whether you have what it takes to do whatever that thing is. And I think the point that I want to make is you can't know. You can't know until you do it. You can't know until you go all out to see if you can do it. And that nobody can tell you ahead of time whether you can or you can't, because they don't know either. And I think that it's really easy to get swept up in what we think we are or what we think we're not. And it's the same for our kids too. He's sporty, she's not. She's good at English, she's not. I can draw or not. And all of this stuff goes on, but actually we are defining these things before we even know. Now, for sure, there are some people who have a natural disposition towards something, but that's all it is. It's a natural disposition. It doesn't mean that they are great at it. It doesn't mean that they'll be successful at it. It just means that they have a bit of natural ability. So I guess the point I want to make is the only way we get to find out is to take a deep breath and start at the beginning and give it our best shot. It's a bit like prove yourself right. I can't do whatever it is. Prove yourself right. And the only way you're going to prove yourself right is to try it. But not just try it dabbling, dipping toes. Try it. Train. Practice. And then it got me thinking about how we talk about our children and how we talk to our kids about this stuff. And how there's so much now around mindset for kids. The concern that they give up too easily. They're flaky. We've heard the term snowflake for a particular generation of young people. And actually, I don't think I don't think they're necessarily flaky. I think they just haven't had very good role models. And I'll own this. As adults, I've spent quite a lot of time trying to avoid judgment, trying to not look a twat. And that's all about fear of failure, ultimately fear of rejection. So if I'm doing that, how am I expected to encourage my daughter to have a go, to really apply herself, to go for it, to find out if she can or she can't, and ignore some of the voices internally and externally that say, not sure you've got what it takes, or maybe try something that you're good at. We can't all be good at everything. So I feel quite strongly that we need to be the change we want to see in the world. And I think that I need to step up too. And as part of that whole thing, I'm learning to sing. I was told quite categorically when I was in school that I couldn't sing. And, it was pretty bad. I think the term tone deaf was applied. And I let that in. And I've always assumed that was it. I haven't got it. I can't sing. So by doing this, I really have had to put my ego aside and start start by sounding quite horrendous, actually. But what this has done is when I speak to my daughter about her stuff, I can own that and I can demonstrate how it's not easy and how the only way I'm going to know whether I can or whether I can't do something that I've always wanted to do is to do it and to risk looking twat and to expect failure, quite a lot of it. And you know, it's funny how that has had an impact on her and how she is struggling with some dance moves at the moment. And she loves dancing. She really loves it. But, you know, if you were using that term, whether you have it or you haven't, she's not that coordinated right now. Right now. You know, her balance isn't great. And it would be very easy to say to her, well, you know, you can't be good at everything. But she loves it. So it's like, this isn't about me becoming Mariah Carey or you know, LED having a professional dancing career, but it is about seeing how you can develop and where you can go with what you want to do, with the things that you love. So we're both doing it. She's practicing her dance moves. I'm practicing my singing. And yeah, I think that, you know what, a bit of vulnerability, or rather role modelling vulnerability, is what will change the world, actually. So anyway, there you go. I'll see you later.